It is amazing and a wonderful privilege to be back with the ASLI family. And it is 5 years since I spoke at the ASLI. Then you called it a concave, now you call it a conclave, now you call it a fest. But it's a joyous occasion of coming together of committed, passionate people, all who are seeking to make a difference in the lives of seniors across India. So, to my friends, greetings from across the Commonwealth. We've been on a wonderful journey this week. I'm not alone. I've been accompanied by the Vice Chair of Common Age, Ms. Fameda Shamam, who you will hear from later, who has come from Durban in South Africa, and I've come from the United Kingdom. And we have been guided, escorted, entertained, and shown so much by our dear friend and colleague, Mr. Mansoor Dalal, the founder of ASLI, who is now the Chair Emeritus of ASLI, because he's taken on a wider role, because he is the Chair of Common Age. And I am now the Chair Emeritus of Common Age. So we have arranged a succession which allows me to concentrate on some other priorities which are emerging in my life, which I will talk about in a moment. But for those of you that are not familiar with Common Age, we are an international NGO. We were founded in Australia in 2013, so we're just over a decade old. ASLI is a little older than us, but we have the similar aspirations to make life better for seniors across the Commonwealth. In our case, the Commonwealth consisting of 56 countries, ranging from St. Lucia in the Caribbean to the Solomon Islands, from Scotland to South Africa, 56 countries that work together, come together voluntarily, and which constitute 1/3 of the population of the globe, 2.7 billion people. And if I say that 1.4 billion, a little over 50%, is the population of India, you will appreciate just how significant and important the role of India is in the Commonwealth. India was one of its founding members and has been a loyal partner and friend to the Commonwealth for the 75 years that it has existed, and in striving to bring countries together, no matter what the history, about binding together on common grounds, on common values, and in many cases, it's a shared love of cricket. It's a great unifying force around the Commonwealth, as I know, very competitive, but of course, so is our sector, isn't it? So it's 5 years since I came here to speak to the ASLI conclave then, and a lot has happened in those 5 years. A lot has happened in the world, a lot has happened in India, a lot has happened in Common Age. I suppose the main thing that has happened, well, various serious things going on in the world: climate change, health emergencies, that dreadful pandemic which affected our seniors disproportionately around the world and has caused so much heart-searching about people who provide services. In my country, the United Kingdom, we got so many things wrong. I cannot tell you what a crisis of confidence it represented in the support that we provide, particularly for seniors in my country. Some of it was shameful. I was on the board of a large organization in England at that time, and they completely lost the plot when it came to how to look after seniors through that particular period. And an incident that I shan't go into now, but it certainly affected me very deeply. It was a shameful incident of neglect that meant that I couldn't serve with that organization anymore, because it lost sight of the person who we were looking at and trying to care for. But it's not all bad. There's been some fantastic progress as well, innovation and energy, particularly in services for the older people. And we pick up a lot of impressions when we come to somewhere like your beautiful country at this time. And what I've noticed, and I think I've noticed it slightly enhanced, considerably enhanced, since I was last here, is the spirit of energy that I sense in India, and also a sense of confidence in your nation, that you have a really important part to play in the world as it progresses, and in our case, in the Commonwealth. We want to encourage you to do what your chairman has been doing, your chair Emeritus and I have been doing, which is to take a lot of the energy and initiative and experience and innovation that is happening in this country and in others, but take it to the far reaches of the Commonwealth. So Mansoor Dalal, in October, he was representing Common Age at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in the island of Samoa in the Pacific. So one of the things that we are able to do now as an organization that is considered credible and valued within the Commonwealth is we have the ear of ministers when we go to international meetings. And a colleague has been at a minister meeting just yesterday, a virtual meeting, preparing for the Commonwealth Health Ministers meeting next year, where aging is now on the agenda. We have done a lot of work. We've produced a fantastic report on dementia across the Commonwealth. And a week ago, we were here in Bangalore celebrating that document and promoting it to the Dementia India Alliance, which is another great innovation coming out of India. During that time, our shift of focus from Common Age has focused increasingly on India. Not only is this the country where our chair is based, but also our secretariat is based in India. Our communications hub is based in India. During those 5 years, we have worked to produce and support the production of standards for seniors living and aged care in India for the first time. So this is about the partnership that we represent. And it's been a wonderful few years, really, despite that awful period that I talked about of the pandemic. It has been a real 5 years of fantastic progress. And what I see now in the family of ASLI, it's a growing family, meeting ever-growing need for the kinds of services that you provide. And I saw just now in the video clips some evidence, some examples of the wonderful person-centered focus that you all have. But, I'm going to come to the but. In those 5 years, I have also grown older. So I've moved on from chairing this organization that I'm proud to say that I founded back in 2013, and I'm focusing on different priorities, because I'm now in that age group where my hair is gray, my energy is undimmed, but I am now approaching the time when I need to put my life in the hands of other people. When we had a wonderful party last night, and I do thank our hosts from Primus who gave us a fantastic party and celebrated, and the energy in that party and here in this organization is just palpable. But when I got back to my hotel room, I was on a video link with my wife, who had the estate agents in yesterday to value our house because we're going to put it on the market next year. My wife, during those 5 years, has been diagnosed with Parkinson's. She's living with it, she's living well with it, she's coping with it, but we now recognize that we need to make the change. So during the course of the next 12 months, we will sell our house, we will downsize, and we will move our lives into some form of seniors living, probably in the United Kingdom, because that's where we are, that's where our family is, and being close to family and to our community is absolutely central to our thinking. But what are we thinking about? Over the last 5 years, I have visited seniors living facilities all across the south of the United Kingdom, dozens of them. We had a short list of 10 organizations that I'd identified that I wanted to go and look at. And gradually, over that time, we have crossed off the list. And we have crossed increasingly, narrowing down our choice. And at the moment, we're looking at 2. And interestingly, one is based a long term, it's been there since about the 1920s. It's an organization called St. Monica Trust in Bristol, in the south of England. And I have to say that word trust features very strongly in my thinking. The other organisation that I'm looking at is a large provider of seniors living services that has been, again, going in the UK since about the 1990s and has done really, really well. It's been very successful and is continuing to go forward. And it's a commercial organisation, it's for profit, and so I'm looking at that, and I think they have a great reputation. They could meet our needs. But what I, above all, when I walk into a site, and I can tell now, I've been at it long enough, I can tell within 2 or 3 minutes of walking in the door of a setting, of a facility, whether it's somewhere that I am keen to explore going further and perhaps committing the rest of my life to. And you sense a sense of community or a lack of a sense of community, a sense of engagement or lack of. You know, your instincts, you're tuned in to what you're experiencing, what you're hearing, and then that helps to guide your choice. And I'm thinking all the time of what am I doing in making this choice? It is my last time move. It is moving and putting the rest of my life and that of my wife into the hands of somebody who I'm going to need to trust, to care and support me and my wife for as long as God gives us left on this earth. And it's a big, big deal for us personally. Things that are important. Above all, a sense of community. Above all, a sense of connectedness to my family, to my grandchildren. Above all, a sense that I'm going into an organisation that believes that it can do a better job tomorrow than it's done today. So one that sets standards and maintains those standards and continues to raise the bar. So that, if you like, is my message to ASLI. You are doing an amazing job, all of you, but continue to think about the person that you're caring for. Continue to keep your eyes focused on the goal. You are offering people the chance to enjoy happiness in their senior years. So never lose sight of that. And it's a great joy to listen to, and I'm going to look forward to your proceedings during the course of today. But thank you very much for the invitation to come back to ASLI and to be with you today. It is a great honour. Thank you.